Hey guys, it's Lori Howe with RE/MAX, and if you don't know me, I'm a realtor here in Hunt County, which is about 45 minutes east of Dallas, and I have recently started dabbling in videos and educating you guys on the home buying and the home selling process. And so far, my videos have been geared more towards home buyers, specifically first-time home buyers, or anyone, maybe it's been 15 years since you've bought a home and you want a refresher. So if you haven't caught my other videos, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe. I'm going to start sharing these videos on Facebook separately because it will, as you're scrolling, if you share from YouTube, it will not start playing on your Facebook. And apparently that's where we are in live. We can't wait 2 seconds for something to load. So I'm sharing everything separately on Facebook now. But if you like my videos, hop onto YouTube. Maybe you're already on YouTube watching this. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. So today I'm going to talk a little bit more about the home buying process and the difference between closing costs and down payment. And then next week, I am switching gears a little bit and we're going to talk about the home selling process, which is really what I'm passionate about. I love working with buyers too. It's so much fun. I love to see them light up whenever they find a home that they can see themselves living in and envision their family there. But helping sellers get their home prepared to list and pricing it perfectly and timing it right on the market and getting it staged perfectly. I love it. I don't know what it is about it, but I've just developed like a really strong passion for that over the last couple of years. So I'm going to start talking about that next week. But today I want to just briefly talk about the difference between closing costs and down payment because it's a question I get asked about a lot. Your closing costs are obviously completely separate from your down payment. That's why they're called closing costs and your down payment is called your down payment. If you can get the sellers to pay your closing costs, that's great. Keep in mind that they do have their own closing costs as well. So if you can get them to cover yours, that's a blessing. That is a bonus. Don't go into an offer expecting them to pay that. If they can pay it and are willing to, great. God is good, okay? But be prepared to pay your own closing costs. That is a number that you really need to sit down and look at with your lender as far as, what price home you're looking in, which will kind of stem from what are you pre-qualified for, what are you comfortable paying, monthly payments on, things like that. You'll be able to give them, a general idea. This is the price range I'm looking in. This is the area I'm looking in. They'll be able to pull the tax rates. You'll be able to pull like an insurance quote. You'll be able to get somewhat of an idea of what your closing costs are going to be. They say 3% just as a rule of thumb, but honestly, don't bank on that. Talk to your lender, find out a good, range to expect. That way you can know to put that money aside in case you need it. And if we can get it covered, awesome. Your down payment is something completely separate. We do have down payment assistance programs. However, I do tell people to be cautious about using those because they do come with a higher interest rate. So if you're planning on only staying in a home for 3 to 5 years, yeah, maybe that's a good option. Some people, it is their only choice to be able to get into a home is to utilize those down payment assistance programs, and that's fine. I would rather you utilize those and start building equity in a home than to keep throwing your money away renting. So that is something to sit down and talk to your lender about, and they're gonna say, okay, we have this program and this and this and this. With your situation, you can qualify for these programs. And you can tell them, your concerns, you can tell them your budget and things like that, and they will help narrow down those programs to say, hey, you know what, after hearing your story and what you need to do, these are the 2 programs that are most likely to fit your situation. And at that point, they're gonna give you an estimate for your down payment. Maybe you're going FHA, maybe you're gonna do 3.5% down, or maybe you're gonna go with the Seth program to where you get your down payment fully covered. It's just good to go ahead and do that homework before you start shopping for homes. That way you know that you have the money in the bank to cover your offer if your offer gets accepted. So that's really the basics of closing costs and down payment. They are 2 separate things. we can sometimes get them both covered. If you have the money in the bank to cover your 20% down payment on a conventional loan and you have money to cover your closing costs, you are set up for success. You, at that point, get to call the shots when you're putting an offer on a home. You are in a very, very strong buying position. We're not seeing as many multiple offers in our area right now. Our days on market have gotten a little bit longer. There's a lot of new construction that homeowners are competing against, so there's not this huge rush of buyers just coming in and putting crazy, $15,000 above asking price offers on homes anymore because we have so much new construction. So that's why next week I kind of wanted to shift gears and start talking to sellers, because we are going to have to get, I already feel like anytime I go into something, it has to be done with excellence, but now that's even more true. We have to be very strategic and very extra the way we sell homes. And I love that. It's my passion. That's so much fun to me. So it's kind of like a little formula you have to figure out. And just working with sellers who are excited about that next chapter and getting it sold and getting into another home, there's so much excitement and joy during that time. It can be stressful, but that's where I come in, is to prepare you properly for something like that. That way, hopefully it takes a lot of the stress off of you. Having the right expectations of something and having the knowledge of what is going to happen and what kind of money you're going to walk away with and what your next move is going to look like, that takes away a lot of the stress. So I hope these videos help somebody, and I appreciate you guys watching. If there's anything specific you want to hear about, let me know below and I will talk about it. And right now I'm just doing videos on Tuesdays, but I think I want to do maybe like one more day a week, like a Fun Fact Friday or something like that. So I would love to be able to get more content into your hands. And this is, like I've said before in other videos, this is not a lead generation thing. This is just, I want to educate people. So anyways, hopefully you guys will continue to like the videos and watch them and make it worth my time to sit here and film them and edit them and post them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great week.